This is Let's Talk Teens, a parenting podcast sharing tips on raising amazing teenagers. We are both certified life coaches that have worked with teenagers as coaches, mentors, and teachers. We are sharing what we have found to work best when dealing with teens and tough issues.
This is Let's Talk Teens with Abbi and Cheree, episode 76, Ideas for Family Connection Your Teen Won't Hate.
Cheree, I get asked often, and I bet you do too, about how do I get my teen to engage in family activities? They just want to hang out with friends. I can't get them to hang out with us anymore. They think I'm not cool. They're embarrassed by me, like all those things. And so I thought, you know what? There are so many ways to create family connection moments with your teenager. And I think we just go about it sometimes the wrong way, in a way that really maybe pushes off our teen. Whereas when they were little, maybe they loved the way that we used to do things. So I wanted to share a couple ideas on how to foster family connection without your teen just hating it.
Oh, this is going to be such a good episode. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, and I hope that this is no surprise to anybody, but if you want to get your teen to connect with the family and do stuff together with the family, whether that's hanging out or doing an adventure together or just, even a family game, right? Always, always, always involve food. Always. Like, have a treat, go get a soda, go get pretzel bites. Like, go have some kind of treat incorporated into your activity. And I'm also a big believer, and this is not a mandatory, but I'm a believer in let's eat it now. Like, let's not even save it for the end. Like, if we're gonna have an awesome dessert or a treat, let's do it at the same time that we're doing our family game because your teen will be there. Like, food is an instant, oh, teenager is excited.
Are you saying that the way to their heart is through their stomach? Because I think it
Absolutely.
is. Yeah, I love that. I love that. And as you're talking, I think sometimes we think that has to be big, like maybe this big dessert or this big outing to go get ice cream. But I think it's even as simple as just having like grapes in a bowl or, like having cookies or having pretzels or it can be so many different things. But I totally am 100% right there with you. Food, 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 food.
Yes. And I even, when parents are trying to rebuild a relationship with their teenager and they're like, I can't even get them to hang out with me, Abby, I say, go take them on a soda run. And I get that's a
Yeah.
very Utah answer. But I'm like, just go say, hey,
Yeah.
let's go to the store and let's go pick out your treat. Like, keep it so simple, but a little food enticement, that carrot, right, on top of that string, that will get them. And it's just like a
Yeah.
really quick interaction, which actually goes with my second point for family connection is keep the invite open and loose. I think as parents, we scheme and we plan and we have this wonderful intentions in our heart of oh, I'll do this big family thing and then we'll play a game and then we'll have family home evening and then we'll go on a walk, right? Let's throw expectations out the window, right? Let's keep them low.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
let's lower them again. And just keep it loose and open. So that might looking like saying to your family, hey, guys, I think it'd be fun to go get ice cream tomorrow. Everybody free around 5, right? And, then everybody can kind of buy in and be like, yeah, no, and it's okay if our plans change, right? The whole point is just to spend some time together. And I think parents can feel frustrated way too early on when they're like, well, my teen didn't want to hang out with me for 2 hours. And you're like, well,
Mhm.
yeah, that feels intimidating to a lot of people. So keep it loose, keep it open. Don't have your feelings hurt. If they don't want to go, they're like, well, I'm going to hang out with my friends at 5. And you're going to say, okay, cool. Well, I'll take the rest of the kids. Hopefully we can catch you tomorrow, or next time that we go grab ice cream, right? And just keep it loose and open.
I love that so much. I think that's like the most wise advice because really it's about quality, not quantity, right? It's that quality time with them that you want that when they're around you, that they leave having a really good memory of it, not this like, okay, I didn't um, hit my mom's expectations or my dad's
Mm-hmm.
expectations. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't I didn't do what they wanted and they're disappointed and now they're mad at me and I did it wrong, because it's so our brain goes so quickly, all of us, to like, oh, I must have done that wrong. If someone, has expectations that we don't meet. So I love that open, loose, just this invitation. To me, it's like this invitation. There's no force, there's no expectations. It's just like, hey, I love hanging out with you. Can you come? If you can, come along. If you can be here for part of it, come along. If not, no worries, right?
Yes. And part of this, and my third tip on this is keep it short. Keep it short
Mhm.
and sweet. And because we're keeping it short and sweet, and it's like, hey, you want to go to the grocery store with me and I'll buy you a treat? Or, hey, you want to come hang out and we all can go get pizza here or we can go on a walk, right? If we're keeping it short and sweet, we can keep it often, right? And if our youth says no, no big deal, right? Because, hey, we're going to try again in this little other way. But I feel like our teens feel like parents are sometimes trying to trap them in a corner. And they're like, if
Mm.
I say yes to mom, she's got me all night. And there's no way I can
Yeah,
be my
yeah.
girlfriend, or there's no way that I can get my homework done. And so if we like let them know too ahead of time, be like, I don't know, I think this will take us 10 minutes. I think this will take us 5 minutes to go do this. Or, hey, do you want to play this game? It looks like we got 20 minutes before this. That way they don't feel trapped. A teenager can really feel trapped by their parents.
I agree. I think it's just that whole thing of feeling like you have choice and that, there isn't control there. There isn't control. It's again, like we talked about before, just an invitation of, hey, come for this little bit of time and a little bit is enough. I
Yeah.
love that. Great advice.
Well, and especially if you are in a spot where you're like, me and my teenager are kind of in a rough spot, or I just feel like we aren't connecting, or I can't get them to spend time with me. If we just offer short, little, sweet ways of connecting over and over again, they might reject us 10 times, but then finally take us up on that soda run, right?
Hmm.
We then have this responsibility to not make it a lecture or a lesson or just I'm going to cram in every minute that I haven't had with you. It's just going to be fun and sweet and let them kind of dictate how that goes and what you guys talk about, right? And our job is just to have fun, which I don't know about you, Cheree. Having fun is something I actually have to work on. I'm really
Hmm.
good at like lectures and church lessons and schedules. And so I have to tell myself, oh, this is just for fun. This is
Yeah.
just if we just sat in the car and they just told me two things about their day and then they went off and hung out with friends, that is perfect. And that is great.
I think it's just getting rid of the pressure of it, right? It's just like this is a no pressure thing. I think the pressure comes from us parents when we make it about us. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
need them to spend more time with me because then I'll feel like I'm loved by them or that they like me or that I'm this great parent. And I think that's when we become like we make it about us, it becomes a pressure on our teens. And when it really truly isn't about us and it really is about our teen, then we can have those where we can let go and just be like, hey, come when you can, because we're not making it about us, we're making it about them.
I love that. And that made me think like find ways that we really do enjoy hanging out with our teen. And I
Hmm.
get we don't like to admit this as parents, but there are times when we're like, I am not enjoying you, right? Like, and hanging out with you is like pulling teeth. And so
And they
let's,
feel the same about us,
they
so it's all
do.
good.
And so let's find that sweet spot of like, yeah, maybe trying to get my teen to sit down and play a board game with me and I'm trying to ask them about their day is like pulling teeth, right?
Mhm.
But maybe if I just carpool them around, offer to drive them to a friend's house, like we can connect more in a way that both of us enjoy, right? Like, so go find what you and your teen enjoy doing together that doesn't feel like pulling teeth. Keep it short and sweet, include some food, and keep those expectations low. I know that sounds really bad, but just keep it low, and you'll be shocked how your teen will start to be like, "Hey, mom, you want to go grab a soda? Hey, mom, you want to come look at this," right? Because we've showed them that hanging out with us is low pressure, it's fun,
Mhm.
it's short, and I'm not going to put you in a corner. Okay, parents. Well, we hope that this helps you out. Good luck establishing all those fun family traditions, right? And those connections, and just keep these things in mind as you go about it. So, good luck, and we can't wait to see you in our next episode. Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Teens with Cheree Murdock and Abby Winslow. If you are looking for more tips to help your teenager, here's where you can find us. You can find Cheree Murdock on Instagram at Cheree Murdock Coaching or on her website, ChereeMurdock.com. You can find me, Abby, on Instagram as Abby Winslow or on my website, AbbyWinslow.com. Please rate and review our podcast and share with a fellow parent. Thanks for listening.